I want to bring in Giselle Roget tonight. She's the founding principal of Overbrook Square Group, a public affairs firm focused on the financial services and housing sectors. She has extensive history in the government and financial worlds. Giselle, President Biden says, I've got this great plan. Protect Social Security, save Medicare, lower the deficit, raise taxes on some people. Is that going to happen?
Well, I think that anytime you have to raise taxes, you have to do it by raising the taxes first by passing a bill in the House of Representatives. And I do not think that the Republican-controlled House is going to be very interested in increases in taxes at this time. But I think more so than that, Americans are still hurting from inflation. Today, we just had the CPI numbers come out. And again, we're seeing consumer inflation rise even higher than what economists were expecting. So Americans of all economic backgrounds right now are hurting. And the reality is that the president cannot just by fiat raise taxes. He needs the House and the Senate to act. And I do not think that the Republican-controlled House has any appetite to raise taxes right now.
I see. You've served at the National Credit Union Administration, and you know most Americans do not have millions in their bank accounts, don't make $400,000 a year, but we all want to be millionaires. We all think, well, what if? And right now it's only on the rich, but then it might be on me. Is there a way to sell Americans to reassure them that, higher taxes are only going to be for the other people?
Well, I think that that's part of the challenge. And thank you for mentioning my time at the National Credit Union Administration. A lot of people during the pandemic who had small businesses relied on their credit unions to receive PPP loans and to get those financial lifelines that they needed. So while $400,000 sounds like a lot, there are plenty of small business owners throughout the country that might hit that revenue, and they may be taxed in such a way that that is looking like income. So I think that it's going to be a real challenge to try to sell the American people on a tax increase of any kind at this time.
Just in everyday language, though, Giselle, if entitlements are staying the same, taxes are maybe staying the same, assuming that House Republicans don't say, great budget, President Biden, no notes, let's do that. And God forbid we go over the fiscal cliff. If our credit rating gets lowered, who feels that?
Well, we have, as a country, never defaulted on our debt, and I don't think that President Biden wants to be the first U.S. president that is responsible for that. And so I don't think that we will reach that point where we either have a budget deal nor the debt ceiling being raised.
Okay. From your lips, Giselle Roget, founding principal of Overbrook Square Group. Thank you so much.
Thank you.